Hey guys, Cassie here. Welcome back to my channel. First things first, I want to say that there was no video last week, obviously, and that is because I didn't film a video last week because I didn't want to. So, that's that. But this week I am coming back at you with an explanation of sorts for next week's video because I want to do this sort of challenge for myself. It's sort of like I'm going to be vlogging next week through this whole thing, and I just thought if I wait until next week's vlog to explain what it is I'm doing, then that week's vlog is going to be like super long. So I decided to split this up into 2 videos. So that's what this is. So I'm not really sure what to call this challenge. I'm just calling it the Living My Best Life challenge. Basically, it's just a way for me to kind of try to live with really good habits for a week and just see how good it feels to have those habits and see which things are like feasible for me to continue to do and which ones are kind of like a little too stressful because I'm not really the kind of person who likes to make my life super strict all the time. I give myself a lot of grace, and I think you should enjoy life and have fun and not, live by these super strict rules all the time. But I want to try it for a week. So basically, today is Saturday, and this next week from Sunday to the following Saturday, I'm going to be living my life with a somewhat strict set of habits. And I'm going to be vlogging the whole experience so that you guys can come along with me on that journey. And I thought it might be nice this week to introduce what the habits are that I'm going to be living by. First things first is everything that I want to accomplish before I even leave my bedroom in the morning. So I do enjoy checking social media in the mornings because I just like to kind of get it out of my mind, checking all those notifications and seeing what people are up to. But I can kind of get a little overwhelming when I start to just scroll mindlessly. So I'm limiting myself to only checking my actual notifications on my various social media platforms, which really doesn't take very long if I'm just checking actual notifications and responding to like messages or comments sent to me. It shouldn't take very long at all each morning. So I want to start with that, get that out of the way, but no scrolling allowed. The second thing is that I want to read a chapter of the Bible every morning and also spend some time in prayer. And then I also want to do a little bit of light stretching in the mornings before I head out of my bedroom. Next up is the rest of my morning routine after I've left the bedroom, and that includes eating a healthy breakfast and drinking water. I will say my current habits right now, I usually drink at least like 2 or 3 cans of soda a day, usually 1 in the morning and then 1 with dinner, and then maybe sometimes I have a 3rd one after that. So I'm trying to kind of limit that. So one way I'm trying to accomplish that is by cutting it out completely in the morning. I'm not going to allow myself to have soda in the morning. I have to either have water or some iced tea with like a little bit of sugar in it. And then in addition to that, I'd like to spend some time writing every morning for at least like 20 to 30 minutes. Right now, I've been kind of brainstorming my outline for a new story I'm going to be working on for NaNoWriMo. So hopefully this week, if I'm spending at least 20 to 30 minutes on it every morning, I'll be able to actually get some like concrete outlining done. Next up is my afternoon plans, and I should note that all of these things are kind of, in my mind, these are like workday habits because on the weekends things are just different. I don't eat by myself on the weekends. I eat with my husband, so that's going to change kind of my morning routine of how much time I have. Usually I would like write and stuff while I'm eating breakfast, but if I'm eating breakfast with him, then I'm not going to be writing during that time, so I might do that 20 to 30 minutes of writing later in the day. Anyway, point being, these things are all my weekday plans, and weekends might be a little bit different. But for my weekday plans, I'd like to have a healthy lunch every day. I just went shopping today and I got some stuff to have salads every day for lunch, which is great. That's what I used to do for a long time, and then I just kind of stopped. So That'll be nice. And then, of course, also drinking more water during that time as well. And then my other kind of afternoon goal is that I'd like to, every work day, I'd like to listen to at least one sermon per day, which I don't think is too big of a challenge to make myself do, because I do usually have several hours of work every day that I can listen to, like, audiobooks and stuff, and a sermon is usually like maybe 30 to 40 minutes, so it's really not that big of a deal to listen to a sermon first and then move on to my audiobooks or YouTube videos or whatever else I want to listen to that day. And then I will come home and have dinner, and with my dinner I will allow myself to have a soda because I love Coke and I'm not going to give it up completely, but that'll be my one kind of vice for the day. I also usually tend to like snack a lot after dinner, which I don't necessarily think is a bad thing. I think it's just the way my metabolism works, but I want to make sure that those are healthy snacks. So again, I went shopping today and I got like a bunch of vegetables and fruits and just healthy things so that I'll have plenty of things in the house that I enjoy. I can have plenty of variety and I don't have to feel like I'm depriving myself or like having to eat the same thing every day. I have lots to choose from and they're all healthy. So building off of that, I also want to make sure that if I'm eating something dessert-like, that it's not like cake or ice cream or something. If I want to like, you know, scratch that dessert itch, one thing that satisfies that's like a little bit better than having like a piece of cake is cereal. I really like cereal, even if it's not like super sugary cereal. That kind of, to me, is like a treat almost. So that might be kind of something I go to for a dessert type thing after dinner. And then I also got some dark chocolate almonds, and I also have already in the cabinet some like cocoa covered almonds, which, you know, having a few of those is better for sure than having like a donut or a piece of cake or a bowl of ice cream or something like that. And then the last two things on my list are that I'd like to read at least one chapter of a book every day, and that doesn't include audiobooks. I mean like in the evenings. Right now I'm reading It by Stephen King, and I have it. It's very slow going for me because I don't usually have a lot of time to like sit down and read a physical book, so I haven't really been itching to grab that very often lately. I've been watching season 3 of 13 Reasons Why instead because that's more fun sometimes. And I don't think there's anything wrong with that. I'm still going to allow myself to watch TV this next week, but I just want to make sure I'm at least reading one chapter of that book every day. That way I'm not like just never going to get through it. And then the last thing is that I want to do some form of physical exercise every day. My husband and I always go to the gym twice a week, but usually on the other days, I mean, I'm a fairly active person in some ways. My job is pretty physical, but I don't like do purposeful physical exercise every day, and that's something I'd like to change. I've actually already been doing that this past week, and it's been not as hard as I thought it would be, and I feel really good about it. So I'm going to continue that into this next week. So anyway, that is it for this week's sort of introduction to what I'm going to be doing next week. But next week when that vlog comes out, you'll be prepared. You'll know all of the habits that I'm trying to work through, and you can see how that goes for me. Also, I just realized that there's a picture of me over here in the shot, and I just want to point out that that's my husband's side of the bed. I do not have a picture of myself on my own nightstand. That would be a little bit arrogant. Anyway, since this week's video was kind of short and not like super exciting, I decided I'd like to throw in here at the end an extra special vlog for you guys. Because here's what happened. Mandy Lynn issued a 10,000 word challenge one day. I believe it was last month, maybe even the month before. I think it was in August, but I might be wrong about that. Either way, doesn't matter. The point is, I participated in this challenge and I vlogged it with the intention of putting that vlog up, and then I just 100% forgot it ever happened and never put it up. So I still have all the vlog clips unedited on my phone, and I didn't really know what to do with it because that challenge is over and it has been for a while. And honestly, like, the whole collection of my vlog clips unedited, which usually they get much shorter after I edit them, unedited, it's like already a pretty short amount of clips. Like, I didn't update a whole lot, so I didn't know if it would be eventful enough to really put out a whole video of it, so I decided I'd just mash that together with this video. If you're interested in watching me write 10,000 words of blogs, that's what I was working on at the time, then keep on watching, and here you go. Hello everybody, and welcome to a vlog. So I told you guys recently that I wasn't going to be vlogging anymore unless I had something big going on that was vlog worthy, and today I am participating in Mandy Lynn's 10K writing challenge. So the challenge is to write 10,000 words today, and I will say I don't usually do challenges like this if I'm working on something fiction, because I know that I write slower than that for fiction, and I don't like to rush it, and I feel like if I rush it too much, like sometimes giving myself a little bit of a challenge, like a goal that's a little bit difficult to attain, is good to just push myself to work more. But if I give myself too crazy of a goal, then it's just like, I just know I'm going to be writing a bunch of stuff that I'm not going to even like or want to keep. So it just kind of ruins the fun to me of writing fiction if I push myself too hard. But today I'm just going to be writing a bunch of blogs. So it's going to be all nonfiction, and I feel like that's so much more doable for me, and something that, you know, this one day actually could be really helpful if I get like a ton of blogs written, and then I won't have to write anymore for a long time. So yeah, that is what I'm going to be working on today. It's about 8 o'clock, well, more like 7:30, I think. My alarm clock is whatever. I have my alarm clock set for a different time than it actually is, so that when I wake up, I'm actually waking up earlier than I need to be up, if that makes sense. Anyway, it's about 7:30-ish, and I'm gonna have breakfast with my husband, and we're gonna go to the gym at some point, but for now, before we do that, I'm gonna get some writing done, and yeah, we'll see how much I can do. Hey guys, so we just got back from the gym. I worked a little bit this morning for about an hour and 10 minutes straight. I mean, well, I didn't work for an hour straight, but like I only counted the time that I was like physically writing, and it was about an hour and 10 minutes. And because I'm writing blogs and not fiction, and it takes a little less thought, I guess, I am already at 3,500 words for the day, so that's pretty cool. I kind of have to go to the library, except I can't because it's Sunday. I just remembered that. Wait, is the library open on Sunday? I don't remember. I think it might be, actually, but just not as late. I'll have to look that up. If it is open, then I might go to the library, because I tried to download an audiobook on my app, library app, and it said that my card was like being blocked and I wasn't allowed to rent anything else. So I'm not really sure why that's happening. But we'll see. I gotta go to the library and ask them about that. So I might just bring my computer with me and do some writing there for a while, or I might just run to the library and then come back home, because writing at home is more comfortable. So I'll probably do that one. So anyway, that's what I'm up to now, and I'll update you a little later. Hey guys, so funny story. Immediately after I filmed that clip, I went to the library and didn't check online first to see when it opened, even though I just told you guys that I needed to check first, and I didn't, and so I got there an hour before it opened, so I just decided to come home and didn't get that stuff done at all. So anyway, I came back home and I started writing again. My hair is ridiculous. Look at this. Look at what happens. That happens. Anyway, we'll just tuck that away there. So I came back home and I started writing again. I worked for another hour and a half and I wrote about another 1,800 words. So right now I'm sitting out at, I think, 5,300 words, somewhere around there. So I'm already halfway done with the 10K challenge and it's only almost 2 o'clock. I just want to reiterate, in case anybody's watching this and feeling bad about themselves or whatever because you didn't get done this quickly or something, this is just because I'm only writing blogs. If I was writing fiction work right now, that's a lot harder and I wouldn't be nearly this far along. So don't worry about it if you're behind me, or if you're ahead of me, then awesome, you're great and good job. But anyway, I'm gonna take a little bit of a break for a while, have a snack, chill for a bit, and then I'll do some more work later. Hey guys, so I've done some more writing. I don't remember how many hours of work I've done so far, but I have been keeping track of that as well because that's what I'm tracking for my Camp Nano goals, because I am still doing Camp Nano, I'm just not vlogging it anymore. But I wrote another, I think, was it gosh, I don't remember how much it was. It was 1,500 words or something like that. Anyway, however much it was, I am now at over 8,000 words, and it's about 4 o'clock. So I have about almost exactly 1,500 words left to write. I think it's 1,530 words left to write. So that's probably going to be one more blog. I might do 2 more blogs, or I might do more than 2, or I might just do 1 and then call it a day because I have done a lot of work today. But I'm going to go ahead and take a shower and relax for a while and then have dinner with my husband. That was the oven telling me that it's heated up. And yeah, I'm just going to chill out for a while and then I will get back to that later and finish that last blog. So pretty sure I'm going to be able to accomplish this goal. So I will talk to you later after it's finished. Alright you guys, so it is about 7 o'clock and I just hit 10,000 words for the day. I wrote exactly 10,058 words. So I finished my last blog and I was literally 130 words away from my goal, and I didn't really want to write a whole nother blog, so I just wrote a little bit of it until I hit 130 pretty much, or a little bit over, and then I stopped. So I made it. I completed the 10,000 word challenge today, which is really cool. I've never written that many words in one day in my life before. I also worked for about 5.5 hours, so I'll be putting that in for my hour count on the Camp Nano site. And I wrote about 7 blogs today, I think, if I counted correctly. So that's pretty cool. I pretty much have 1 blog left to write for the rest of the year. That is, it's a top 10. It's my top 10 favorite heroes in fiction is the last one I have. And then the only other blogs I have left to write for the rest of this year are book reviews and wrap-ups, which I don't necessarily want to write in advance because I want to make sure they're relevant to what I'm reading at the time. I mean, obviously I can't write wrap-ups in advance. That's definitely, I have to wait until the end of the month and then write about what I read or what movies or shows or whatever we watched that month. I could write book reviews in advance, and I probably will write a couple of them, but I don't know if I'm gonna write too many of them because I don't want to be putting up a book review in like 3 months that I read like 6 months before that or something, you know what I mean? So anyway, basically I have one blog left to write, and then the rest aren't even ones that I want to write right now. I want to wait on them a while. So that feels pretty great. And I finished all this just in time because my mom just texted me and said that she sent me her notes from my book. So she finished reading my book and highlighted things and gave me notes on what to change. So that's perfect timing. For the rest of tonight, I can look over her notes and finally get to see all of her thoughts on Broken Together. So I think I'm gonna go do that for the rest of the night and also just relax because I'm tired. And I will see you guys next week with a new video. Thank you guys for watching this vlog. I hope you enjoyed it, and thank you again to Mandy Lynn for creating this 10K writing challenge. I will link her channel down below if you want to check her out. And yeah, that is it for this week, so I'll see you next time and have a great day. Bye.